I really want this hair to be weaved, and then I would make it like compared to when I make your hair. Like honestly, I mean just my humble opinion. So welcome to another vlog. I don't know if I should make this a weekly vlog, but this is not the beginning of the week anymore. This is Tuesday, 17th day of March, so it's no longer the beginning of the week. Let's see what we can do to my hair. I don't know if I'm better with cornrow, but I'm looking for the best hair I would use to film this episode for you people. I'm not even in the mood to kill myself. I just want to look good for the camera. Oh Jesus. You know, I'm beginning to think of using this hand as my signature. Once you hear it, you know I'm the one about to start the video, because why on earth can I not have my privacy, please? Okay, so I think this is better. I'm giving what I should give. Okay, let's start the episode. Pardon. And before we start, just to make my face a little bit brighter, before I delve into the activity for today, you know, I added something to my YouTube channel. Okay, you all know how we roll, right? The cock out there is part of the video. So I added something recently to my YouTube channel, which is Liana's Corner, when I'm going to be telling you stories. Because I like to tell stories, I like to type them or tell them. So today I'm going to try, I'm not going to tell really a story, but let's just call today Liana's Corner instead of a vlog. So to make my face brighter, let me just apply a lip gloss. Let's talk about the fact that I like to be a baby girl, but outside being a baby girl, outside being in my feminine aura, is it just me, or we are plenty that like Ivado? His music are literally very masculine, but there's just something about the beats and everything. Like everything is just against me today in making this video. What the hell is that man making noise outside? Ivado just got the beats. Honestly, I like almost all his music, but because we've started with this today, let's you know, let's vibe to the jam a little bit before we step into my corner. You know, let's just delve into what we have for today. I have a lot of things to say about this particular singer, but because this is not his corner, like I said, this is Liana's corner, right? So let's forget about him for now and delve into the episode for today. I'll be ready. So I think I want to start with the vlog right now, and today's vlog is going to be how I felt after leaving everything. And when you hear leaving everything basically must not be quitting your job, moving into a new city, or I just gotta look, or ending a major relationship. Sometimes leaving everything could also mean, I wrote down here that it can mean outgrowing a mindset, it can mean walking away from certain people quietly, it can mean changing how you see life, it can mean choosing yourself first for the first time. Yes, some people have never really thought about themselves. It's always about others, right? And then it can mean letting go of who you used to be. So I'm going to delve into my story properly and tell you the angle I'm coming from when I said how I feel leaving everything. I have never really held anybody on too much high esteem that they become the center of my existence. I'm just gonna say that life really made me this way. Like life shaped me in a way that sometimes, you know, if this was Nollywood, this would be a point where they will say, and finally there was happiness at last. Finally they won. Finally, but no. That thing you think is the happiness at last, just life kind of just has a way of taking that thing away, and then you find yourself like dabbling, trying to, replace that thing again, over and over again. It has happened in my life with so many things, and then at the end of the day, one thing is just very remarkable. After I am done replacing that thing, I always find the best. So sometimes that thing you think is your final bus stop is not even your final bus stop. Like, you are yet to see the better and the greater and the most glorious thing that has ever happened to you. I don't know if this is making sense, but let's just continue. There comes a moment in your life when you realize you cannot stay the same anymore, and for me, that moment meant leaving everything behind. I was in a place where everything felt familiar but not right anymore. Everything around me looked okay, but deep down I knew I had outgrown it. Yes, I had. Okay, I mean, there was this time in my life where I knew I needed to leave a particular comfort. It was a very good comfort, a very good one, but I knew I had to leave it because it was not really serving me. It was serving me, but I didn't want to be the person always receiving or always at the mercy of something. I don't just know how to explain it, but this comfort was so good and it meant a lot to me. But I wanted to leave without even knowing where I was, but I knew that it's brighter on that part, and I know I can do it. If someone can do it for me, I can do it for myself. So I just gotta go. Living wasn't easy. It meant walking away from comfort. It meant walking away when you are not even sure of where you're going to. But the honest truth, I was very scared as to what the future holds, what life holds. But I don't think any of that matters right now. I mean, I took the best decision. I begged God for that particular decision, and it was the best thing that I did with my life. I don't know if this is making sense, but let's continue. Like I said, this is not going to be an episode where I'll tell the whole story. Even though my Liana's Corner, this is the first episode I'm filming in it, and it's going to be all about stories, but because this is the first one, I'm not sure if I really want to tell the story now, so I'm just going to touch it a little bit. But there is something I want you to understand today. You might be scared of leaving something you know does not serve you anymore. You know this is not where you're supposed to be, this is not your level, right? But you are scared about the uncertainty because you are not even prepared. Some people will say, prepare yourself before leaving. Have something you're going to fall to right before you leave your comfort. But sometimes you cannot find something better because you are in your comfort. They are actually right, but just know when to, do the right thing. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you what I learned. So sometimes growth requires separation. I've said it. Growth requires separation most times so that you can discover who you are. You discover who you are when everything familiar is gone, because you're so used to leaning onto people, getting advice from people, those small things you get from people, when you can actually get a lot. So again, is that peace is more important than comfort. Now, I'm not saying I was at a point in my life where I didn't have peace. It was a certain way that there was peace, there was comfort. But that peace is not the kind of peace I want. I mean, I'm a kind of person that I don't just know how to explain it. I like to get things done by myself, right? I like to be in full control. Yeah, that's the word. I want to be in full control of my life. I do not want someone to tell me what to do at every single time. I will sought for your opinion when I want you to tell me what to do, not like every single time. Okay, so again, is that letting go creates space for something better. Like I said before, sometimes when you let go, you meet something better. But if you didn't, you would just be dabbling in one place, something you feel like is comfort. You just, at some point, you find yourself maybe being a servant to that thing because you feel like this is the only place. You do not have hope. Some people are in a condition where they do not have an option right now because they are thinking, if I live here, there is no other place to go. But sometimes this could be a lie. Sometimes when you leave, you find a better life, you find something better. You see that there are more things you can do with yourself, just instead of being one place at every time. Yeah. So again, is that you don't lose everything, you find yourself. Now, this is the most interesting part of this whole thing. You don't lose yourself, you find yourself. Yes, it's usually very difficult, but you find out who you are, the things you're allergic to, the things you cannot condone from people. In that space, you find clarity, strength, and the new version of yourself. Yes, because you let go. So in your own case, it could be some people that look like they're so important to you, but I mean, sometimes they look like they're so important, so important that you don't need to let go of this person. You hold on to past friendships. I mean, it's better to let go sometimes. Just let them go so that you can have your peace of mind. I don't know if this makes sense, but be careful not to toss people mean a whole lot to you into the trash, because sometimes there are people that you cannot replace. So why letting go? Let go of the things that don't serve you anymore, and they never serve you again. Okay, I think so. Sometimes leaving everything is the beginning of being everything you are meant to be. Okay. So now the question is not, do I have a big story? It is, have I ever changed, outgrown, or done something differently? And the question is yes. So this vlog is going to be one of the most interesting stories I'm going to be doing for you people, Liana's Corner, and honestly, I promise you, you're going to enjoy it, and I cannot wait to start it fully. This is the first episode, so tell me, did you enjoy this one? And is there something else you want me to add next time? See you in the next Liana's Corner. So bye guys.